put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning.
Viewers, welcome back this morning to the Tobago Updates Morning Show. At this time, we are chatting with President of Tutor Trinidad and Tobago, Mr. Martin Lumpkin. He's on the program this morning as we focus a little bit on the recent May Day 2023 Unions March. Martin Lumpkin, good morning and welcome to you.
Good morning, and thank you for having me. Good morning to you listening and Dream Public.
Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us this morning. We understand that time is of the essence, so we'll be very brief. In terms of tutors' position on the 4% being offered by government, you were also a part of this march. Give us an idea of where tutor stands.
At this point in time, as you know, the salary negotiations was referred to the Special Tribunal of the Industrial Court, and tutor has its first appearance on the 12th of May. During the time we were referred up until this point, the General Council of Tutor would have given us the mandate to prepare the best possible arguments and evidence in order to have the court decide what's best for the teachers in terms of the salaries for the periods 2014, 2017, 2020. So at this point in time, we have not accepted because the General Council has not mandated the negotiating team to accept any 4%. So that's quite clear. And we are preparing. We have hired 2 attorneys, in Mr. H.R. Ian Roach and Mr. Anthony Bullock, as well as a public sector economist, Professor Hussein, who has done an analysis of the economy and future projections to show that the government can pay what we are asking for. The General Council would have also instructed us in terms of non-salary items. And so at this point in time, when we would have participated in the May Day celebrations, we would have made it clear that we are going to the Special Tribunal. We are also saying that we are in solidarity with all our comrades, brothers and sisters, not only in Trinidad and Tobago, but throughout the entire world, as we celebrated May Day, that day that all labor unions come together to observe, and it's the 100th anniversary of the riot that took place, which would have been the start of May Day celebrations throughout the world.
Now, Mr. Lumpkin, we're talking 9 going into 10 years here that the union has been is negotiating for from 2014. We're now in 2023. Do you foresee when do you foresee some resolve? I know that teachers are standing by, they're waiting, and other members of the trade unions, persons are waiting, almost as though they don't see an end in sight. What are your thoughts on that?
And we feel the pain of our educators. The last salary negotiations were settled in 2014. And you have rightly pointed out, we are actually in almost to the end of the 3rd period, which would be 2020 to 2023. And so our educators, our members, are living on 2014 salary in 2023 with the high cost of living. And one of the things I want to point out to everyone is that issue of non-consolidation of COLA, the cost of living allowance, which is supposed to buffer the effects of the cost of living. And the government, through the CPO, has offered that no consolidation of COLA will be given. And we are saying that that's one of the arguments that we are presenting before the court. And every day we get reports of our educators, our teachers, our members going to the grocery. I myself went to the grocery and would, on a monthly basis, see the rise. Sometimes it's a small rise, sometimes it's a big rise in terms of the cost of grocery items, basic grocery items. And it is hitting us hard in our pockets. And how can we carry out our mandate and our duties as educators if we have to now at all points think about our families as well too. How can we survive? And we as the union leaders, we are tutor, we are very concerned about that. And our members are crying out, and we are going to do what is best and what's possible in order to bring relief. We are hoping that after our parents on the 12th of May and the other parents, that the judgment can come as quickly as possible and that teachers can get, our educators can get relief.
I want to thank you for that, Mr. Lumpkin. As well, you know, you mentioned there that a lot of your teachers have been going to the grocery. Even you indicated had gone, and you've seen the increase, and that is for you and your family. But what about those teachers who also have their families and they still put their hands into their pockets to assist in the classroom, to assist students who are in need, you know, with lunch, with items necessary for carrying out their school day. So it's not just about your families, but you also put your hands in your pocket to ensure that your students have what they need.
So true. And teachers do that, educators do that on almost a daily basis. A educator, teacher cannot come to school and see a child hungry, and knowing that sometimes, you know, even though they have the school feeding program, sometimes, you know, it's not adequate in terms of meeting the needs. It helps, I must say that. But still, you know, and then there are circumstances where the teacher has to dip in their pockets for resources, to buy markers, to buy, you know, other resources to ensure that the teaching and learning process is enhanced. And so rightfully so, it's becoming more difficult, not only for your personal situation, but for within the classroom and the school environment as well.
All right. So thank you so much. And as we wrap things up with you this morning, what would be your message for teachers throughout Trinidad and Tobago with regards, you know, all that has been happening and them keeping the faith?
I want to encourage our members, our educators, do not give up. We are not going to throw our hands in the air in terms of all the issues. Tutor is on top of the majority of issues. There are some, once we are made aware of it, we will be there to represent you. Continue to educate the nation's children, because I know the majority of our teachers love our children, love the nation, but we want to say to the authorities that love alone will not carry this through. You have to give us the support, and tutor is there to support not only our educators and members, but the division, as well as the Ministry of Education and any other entity which has the best interest of the country and education as a whole. So Twitter is there, and we are fighting for you. Sometimes you may not hear it as often as you would like, but I am saying it to our teachers. Twitter is there for you. Do not give up the struggle. Do not give up the fight. We are in it together.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And why love may make the world go round, you can't take love to the grocery, can you?
No, you cannot. Yeah.
Thank you.
That's point well taken. Point well
Thank
taken.
you so much.
And
Thank you so
I
much.
mean, the thing in the past is that we would have gotten support from our parents. Sometimes, you know, a farmer would have extra, or sometimes, you know, whatever produce they would give to our teachers. Our parents and our stakeholders, they are struggling as well too. So it's, you know, it's not like they can give to our teachers, which would substitute as well too. And I mean, that's part of the love. However, um, the government must remember its role in providing for the workers and ensuring that the workers are compensated properly for the job, that the teachers' job, the educators' job. We know the value of it, and so we should be paid value that we do, and you know, in recognition of what we do.
Most definitely, most definitely. And I want to thank you so much. We're certainly going to be following this story and the
So,
situation. In fact, we're all invested in this. We've got spouses who are teachers, or children are involved with teachers. And so we want to ensure at the end of the day that teachers get what they deserve. Yes.
what you deserve. That's
All
all
right.
we're asking for. What
That's
you
right.
deserve.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much again for taking the time to
Thank
chat with
you.
us this morning, Mr. Martin
You're welcome.
Lumpkin, President
Anytime.
of
My pleasure.
Tutor Trinidad and Tobago. And it's all about the May Day Union March. We want to thank you again. Viewers, lots more coming up this morning on the Tobago Updates Morning Show. So share the live, share the live, share the live.